Welcome to our biggest episode of The Filthy Show we've ever done. We have landed one of the biggest celebrities of right now, and I'd like to say of all time, and maybe one of the most talented ones ever too. Sitting in the studio with us right now is not the Hawk Tuah girl. And if you wanted it to be, you're a fucking idiot. And we got you. Not only do we not have her, I wouldn't have her on. And if she tried to come through that door, I'd spit in her face.
And I also can't believe you guys clicked on this video just because the Hawk Tuah girl was the thumbnail, you fucking sheep idiots.
Yeah, if you want to see that girl interviewed, I want you to do something. I want you to eat a shoe. I want you to eat an entire shoe, and I want you to drink. I don't want you to never mind. I don't want you to do those things because I do want you to, but if I say it, YouTube's going to get mad at us and try to take this down. But I do want you to do those things. I'm just not going to say specifically.
Have a higher standard for what you watch, what you put in your brain, you fucking children.
How about instead of watching a girl talk about spitting on a dick, go watch a video of a girl spitting on a dick. It's
That's
way more
fun.
fun. Touch your wiener. Do what God wanted.
I'll spit on a Hawk Tuah dick right now.
In the episode, we do talk a lot of shit about her, though, so stay tuned because you're going to like it. And we already got you anyway, you dumb idiot.
You fucking assholes.
And guess what? You're ugly. Everyone
probably,
thinks you're
if you're
ugly.
watching us, you're probably hideous.
Yeah, if you clicked on that, you are ugly and you're stupid and dumb. But we got you. Now you got to watch the whole episode because this is like, it's The Ring. This is The Ring. This is actually the video from The Ring. And if you don't finish it, you die in 4 days.
Yeah.
But if you finish it, we'll give you 14 days.
But also, good announcement. Next week, we do have the Hawk Tuah girl, so tune in.
Yeah, she will actually be here next week and the week after that. So keep coming back and keep up your ribs. Yeah. The Filthy Show has extremely explicit content. It is not intended for children, adults, or anyone really, especially retards without a sense of humor. If you offend easily, please fuck off now. All right, welcome to another episode of the Filthy Show podcast. Today, it's just going to be me and my co-host, the Riz Lord, Chris Rees.
Hi.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hello.
Turn it down. There's no girls around.
Okay.
You don't need to be on the prowl right now. Every time we're in any bar or like anything, Chris is just slinging game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes up to girls all the time and is like, "Where's my daughter?"
I just have a hammer up high.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
Girls love shit like that. They think it's really silly.
It's very alpha dog.
It is alpha dog. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't matter if a girl likes you or not if you have a hammer.
I know.
She's going to pick her words wisely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that still counts as consent. As long as you hold the hammer high enough so it's not in any security camera footage.
Yeah.
So you're like, no, I was just raising my hand. I was trying to ask her a question.
And you bring it down fast enough so it can't catch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you don't want to use the hammer. See, that's where me and Chris differentiate. I'm never planning on using the hammer. Chris is bummed when he doesn't get
I spent $25 on this hammer.
That's not a very good hammer.
I know, but it's
It's one of those
for
rubber
one, it's good.
One of those rubber mallets that just bounces off her head and hits you in the head. Bonk.
I have fucking birds flying around my head.
It's just when Chris domestic violence is a woman, it's just Three Stooges.
It's a Tom and Jerry episode.
Oh, that'd be a great show. A guy with a wife, and every time he beats her, it's like Three Stooges type stuff. Why I oughta boing? I'm going to my parents. I don't think so.
It ends with him blasting her head off.
I love that. That's when humor was great. Humor used to just be blatant racism and pure violence. I'll tell you what, the world was a terrible place. Let's get back. The world's still really bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, the world was full of pure racism and terrible violence.
That's true. And both those things in the context of like the stuff we've seen is way chiller than the stuff that they were actually dealing with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So to be young, I would kind of wish we got to live back
in
then.
the 40s.
We would not have done well.
No.
Because I feel like even though some people might refer to us as racist, the stuff we'd say about black people would be like, what? You think they're okay?
How dare you?
You think they should be allowed to sing? Well, yeah. If they weren't allowed to sing, we'd never have Elvis.
What?
What?
You giving the black people credit for a white man's thing?
That was one of my favorite things I've seen. There's this black guy that his whole like thing is that he goes around and makes friends with former KKK guys and current KKK guys too. And I think he was also a musician.
Oh yeah, is he like a really fat guy?
Plays the piano really well. And he has like sit down conversations and he tells the guy like, let's find some common interests. He's like, I like music. What kind of music do you like? And like white guy's like, I like rock and roll. What music? And he's like, no, rock and roll was invented by black people. He's like, no, Elvis invented rock and roll. He's like, well, here's the thing about that. here's a silly little story about
Elvis.
And I like how Elvis is like, I'm going to pay homage to these guys. I'm going to steal it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna
I'm gonna steal their song.
That movie they made about him was so ridiculous.
Oh, it's a terrible movie.
Where it's just Tom Hanks looks like the Penguin the entire time.
Elvis.
And that guy who plays him, I'm sure he's a fine actor, but the whole idea that he was like holding the voice and stuff in interviews is so stupid.
It's fucking terrible. That was probably one of the most ridiculous movies I've ever seen.
Acting might be one of the dumbest fucking things in the entire world.
Oh my God, to be an actor and actually think it's a serious job.
There's incredible actors, but I mean, there's also complete goofballs that pulled off excellent acting, which just shows like it doesn't matter. Like basically to be a good actor, you just have to be super self-centered, a little stupid, and just a good liar for sure.
Very handsome.
A good bullshitter, good con artist. Because that's all you're doing. You're just lying in front of a camera.
A lot of the times you have to have a parent already in the industry.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you trace the backgrounds of almost every famous person ever. They had a producer, director, dad, or if it's not a famous mom and dad, abusive mom and dad.
Abusive
that like forced them into the industry, stole their money.
Yeah, but the longevity on that isn't very high.
Well, on the kid actors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's been some. Dakota Fanning. Haley Joel Osment, the comeback kid.
Haley Joel Osment.
We watched Sixth Sense last night. You got to be one of the first people, well, one of the few people who watched Sixth Sense knowing the ending. You knew the twist the entire time.
Yeah.
What did you think? Do you think you would have guessed the twist had you not known?
If I saw it when it came out, like younger?
Well, no, if you saw it now, but you didn't know.
Yeah, probably, most definitely.
Have you seen that movie, Justin?
I'm really good at guessing movie twists.
When you know that, spoiler, by the way, for a movie that's fucking like 23 years old, when you know that Bruce Willis is a ghost the whole time, it's very, very obvious. You're like, wow, I really didn't see this coming. But there are some scenes, like there's a scene where he's talking to his wife at a table, and she's like celebrating their anniversary dinner. And you think she's just pissed because he's working all the time. She's like, happy anniversary. Walks away. They play it pretty decently.
Yeah.
But it is silly. Me and Chris said it'd be funny if like every time it's like trying to make it secret, you just look and he's like a little off the ground. He's like,
he's see-through.
I'll see you later. He's just standing there all the time. Hey, all these people can see me, by the way.
Chains rattling.
Oh, that's why he had chains the whole time.
Ooh.
He's sitting on the bus next to him, and some just big fat guy just comes and sits through him.
Don't worry, guys, I'm alive.
No, I'm a man. I just, for some reason, people can sit through me.
It's pretty regarded as one of the greatest twists of all time in movies. But watching it, knowing, I mean, it's very obvious if you watch it. It's not that good of a twist.
I'll say, controversial opinion, the scene where he talks to his mom in the car, if it would have ended there, I think it's almost a better movie. It just ends with kind of like Bruce Willis walking away. You don't know how he's going to like patch things up with his wife. I don't even think he needs to be dead. It just ends, or maybe you leave it to like people looking back at the movie and being like, he may have been dead the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, you don't, no one ever really interacted with him.
Or it ends with the scene with the kid and the mom in the car, and it fades to black, and on the title screen goes, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time, actually.
By the way, Bruce Willis was a total ghost. Got ya.
Got ya.
Shyamalan.
You got Shyamalan.
It started with a whisper. That was when I missed her. Yeah, Shyamalan. I love that movie, and I love most Shyamalan movies, but that movie really did stick him in a place where he's like, all right, from now on, all my movies got to be real cool and have a lot of twists.
And not many of them have good twists or that
Outside
good.
of that, I mean, Unbreakable, it's, I guess you can call it a twist.
There wasn't a twist in Unbreakable.
He's just a superhero.
I thought you knew that the whole time.
No, you don't.
You
know that he's indestructible, but then it's like, I don't know, there's some kind of universe and stuff they tried to build off of it. I like that one. I love The Village. The Village also did not really need a big twist either.
Yeah, look at these fucking movies.
Okay, let's go through. Knock at the Cabin Door. Did you see that, Justin? That was actually really good.
It was pretty good. Two gay guys in a cabin. They get taken hostage. And
these four like people show up to their cabin and are like, one of you has to kill the other one or the world's going to end.
Sounds like you guys wrote it.
We did.
Yeah.
We actually did write this movie.
I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I mean, if
you don't support us.
If we wrote it, we'd be the two gay guys. And it's like every other sentence, the two gay guys kiss again. All right, guy, it doesn't make sense for this scene. Well, they're scared. Why wouldn't they kiss each other?
It'll all come out in the end. It'll all make sense at the end.
Two scared gay guys are going to be kissing. What the fuck do you expect?
The psychopaths aren't even in this scene. Yeah, we're just kissing.
No, yeah, the psycho. Oh, you guys want psychopaths? I guess we can write those in. We were thinking it's just two boys kissing in a cabin.
Pretty good movie.
We'll change the title, I guess.
I've never seen Old.
Old was all right. Old was silly as fuck. They're just stuck on an island, like a beach, and they just keep aging. It's funny because there's like two little kids and they're growing throughout it, and they go in the tent as like kids, and then they come out of the tent as teenagers. And they're like, we were playing tickle fun in there, and then like the next like 10 minutes, she's super pregnant. Yeah,
Tickle Fun's
sounds
like a good time.
A great game when you're a teenager, and when it's with another teenager.
Never seen Glass.
Glass, I haven't seen that one. I liked Split. I thought Split was good.
Didn't like Split.
The Happening is one of my favorite movies of all time.
The Happening is fucking awful.
The Happening rules. It's one of the funniest movies ever made, and it's also just so awesome.
I didn't like The Visit.
I like The Visit. The Visit's good.
Have you seen The Visit?
I've only seen about 4 of these.
Okay.
The Visit's awesome. The Visit is really fun. It's like a found footage movie. Decent twist. Another movie that didn't really need a twist. The twist is good, though. But there's a couple of really fun scenes in that. Lady in the Water I did not like.
That's an awful movie.
The Village I love. I think The Village is an excellent movie. Signs I love. I think Signs is really good too. Very cheesy, but a good time.
I hated it.
I know you did. Get over yourself. I'm surprised we're as chill as we are right now.
We're usually, when we have this conversation, I don't know why we're doing it again. We promised ourselves we wouldn't. But we're usually screaming at each other.
The problem is Chris sticks in his head that, I don't like something. I can never like anything about that thing.
No, because I've seen the movie and I don't like it.
You saw Signs when you were like 9 years old.
I saw Signs like 3 years ago.
You're a piece of shit and you're not really my friend.
Your daughter's not really your daughter.
All right, we got to get off. We got to get off of it. It always comes back to this.
You should have seen The Signs.
Oh, fuck you. I'm going to send you to a village. You fat piece of shit. I'm going to make you a lady in the water. I'm going to drown you in a bathtub. Not that you'd be able to fit. Fat idiot.
It was a pool.
I'm sorry,
It was a pool in the movie. I could fit in a pool.
Hey, Chris, I'm sorry. We promised we were never going to go back to this.
Shut up. I'm going to split your daughter in half.
Yeah, I'm going to take a visit to you with a hammer. I'm going to break you like glass.
What else can we do? I'm going to Sixth Sense your asshole.
Yeah, you're unbreakable and fat. Hell yeah, dude.
All right, let's do this with James Cameron.
Hell yeah, you're Avatar and gay.
Oh, fuck. Aliens in the Deep.
Your ass is the Abyss. Your ass is the Titanic. Your ass is True Lies. Your ass is Terminator 2 Judgment
Your
Day.
Your ass is Piranha 2.
You're so fat. You're Avatar, The Way of the Water.
No.
Yeah, dude. That's an interesting movie. Avatar. It's funny because we have a fun guest next week. I don't want to spoil it because I don't know if he's going to pull out or not. But a very famous person who's our friend is supposed to come on next week. And we're primarily going to talk about movies. So I feel like we should walk away from movies because we're taking away. I don't want to have a whole movie episode and then the next week is just another movie episode.
It's the only conversation he'll feel comfortable having with us.
Well, he's a sweet boy and I love him and I want him to be comfortable.
So while he's not here, let's have dirty conversations.
Let's go back to the child stars, actually. Did you still have that up, Justin? That was a good idea.
Type in Haley Joel Osment
no.
fan fiction.
He had it perfect. He had them all up. Let's just go through and see how they're doing. Macaulay Culkin did not seem like he was doing very good for a while.
No, but he's doing good now.
We don't know that for sure.
He's married to an Asian lady. That's nice.
I'm telling you, because when he was on like Joe Rogan's podcast, a couple times he's like, I'm really happy. I'm actually doing really good. That's never a good sign.
No way.
That's when they're saying stuff like that. That means he's going into a basement at night and just smashing hamsters. He's just got a whole bag of them. And he just goes, Michael Jackson, why?
He's smashing what with
hamsters?
Oh, hamsters.
I didn't say hammer. You made it a hammer. I imagine he's got some kind of makeshift bag of bricks.
I think he's jealous that Michael didn't touch him.
Maybe. I will say, I believe two things. I believe that Michael Jackson did, in fact, touch kids, and I believe that he did not touch Macaulay Culkin.
Well, he kept Macaulay Culkin around because he was like a beard, like I don't touch kids. I'd fuck Macaulay Culkin.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Of course I would.
He's got the king of kids, and he's not touching that kid. So everyone's gonna be like, why would he not touch him and then touch all these nobody kids?
It's actually a genius plan.
The man's a king for a reason.
Yeah.
Kings throughout history have done stuff like that.
They get shit done, dude.
Yeah, kings kind of have earned the right to do that. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I am saying that I agree with it. A little bit with Michael Jackson, at least.
That's good wordplay. Did you get yourself out of that one?
All right, what's
Daniel Radcliffe is doing pretty good.
Kylie Curran. Can you zoom in just a little bit?
You don't want to see these ugly fucking assholes.
Yeah, who's the second one? I don't know. Kylie Curran.
We're going
just click on
across.
Kylie Curran is an American actress. She starred in horror film Doctor Sleep. Okay.
Oh, she's a recent one.
So she's like still okay. Well, we don't know.
Yeah,
well,
so let's not
the future
talk
to be
about her.
determined for Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, there's your blueprint right there. He's doing great.
Yeah, he was in the biggest movies of all time.
And then he
does not look that good right there.
It almost seems like the best way to do it is either to do it and then get out completely, which also doesn't always work. Sometimes they still end up being fucking.
Well, what he did
up,
was...
But yeah, he did it, and then you can tell he started choosing movies that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He didn't do a lot of like huge blockbusters.
He said, I did all these movies that I had to do, but now I just wait until there's a movie I'm actually interested in.
He hasn't really been in a lot of bad movies. He hasn't done anything like super huge.
He's good on money for the rest of his life.
He was great. Swiss Army Man, that was a really fun one.
Yeah.
Horns is awesome. Yeah, he crushed it.
Let's go down all the child actors and see
Cole
which
Sprouse
one.
and Dylan Sprouse. I feel like they're both doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're fine. One quit acting.
Lindsay Lohan, I don't think so. She's in a new movie now.
Yeah, she doesn't look good though.
No, she looks bad. But it's different for girls. Because the boys are having things happen to them. But let's be honest, boys, we figure it out.
Boys bounce back.
I mean, you don't bounce back. You are heavily broken, but you pound through.
Girls,
you pound through the fact that you got pounded through. You get past that.
Didn't she get in trouble for stealing?
She did something.
Was that her? She was the one that became
was,
like a thief?
That's Amanda Bynes, right?
I'm thinking about Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's like a klepto, right? Isn't that what it's called? When you're like
She's a
addicted to
klepto.
stealing?
Gotta steal.
Abby Ryder, I don't know her. Dylan Sprouse. Yeah, I mean, Cole and Dylan Sprouse seem to be doing good. But they've always had a sweet life.
Yeah.
Of Zach
Justin
and
doesn't get
Cody. No,
That's their show when they were kids.
it's kind of you look back at the storyline, two boys who have to live in a hotel. It's kind of sad. I mean, it's cool because they made it like a really nice hotel, but it would have been funnier if they lived in like a fucking Shiloh Inn.
Selena Gomez is doing good. So is Emma Watson.
Yeah, but the thing is, Emma Watson and probably Selena Gomez too are from like money.
Yeah.
Like, especially Emma Watson, and I'll say this, and I'm not afraid who said Emma Watson's a stupid fucking idiot bitch. And I hate her.
Why?
Because she preaches. She's like, and just because she's got a dumb little British accent, she thinks she sounds smart. She's like, oh, we women, we need to stand up for ourselves, and we're so smart. I'm like, you went to private school. Your parents were rich, and you were in not Harry Potter's fine, but it's not like she was meant anything in that movie. Anyone could have played her. A grown man could have played Hermione, and we all still would have loved those films. It was the boyish charm of Daniel Radcliffe.
That's what the guy that played Snape originally auditioned for.
Harry.
I thought I was going to play the girl.
That's a pretty good Alan Rickman. He did a good Alan Rickman.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hate her because she's like a big feminist. I think if you're a famous woman, you don't get to be a feminist because you're doing better than every man. You're doing better than almost every man. You don't get to bitch about being a woman anymore. Oh, there's men in the 0.00001% that are doing better than you. Get fucked.
Natalie Wood's a pretty
Almost
big
every
one.
man is going to kill himself one day.
Corey Feldman's a sad one.
Corey Feldman's doing fine. He's on tour right now with Riff Raff. He's
doing perfect.
He really is, I think. I forgot who else it is.
I mean, also technically Ryan Gosling was a child star too.
Yeah, but no one really knows him from that.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake as well.
Miranda Cosgrove is doing pretty good. Dustin Diamond is dead. So I wouldn't really say he's doing too hot.
He wasn't even doing that good when he was alive.
No, Corey Feldman, everyone makes fun of that guy, but I'm not just saying this because he looks just like me and his childhood was similar to mine outside of the acting stuff. I never really got into any of that stuff.
Other than the success.
Yeah, other than the success, money, and acting, we have some similarities in our backgrounds. And I'll say, I really feel bad for the guy. He was a very talented child actor. Not a terrible dancer and singer. It just seems like Michael Jackson busted his talent into him and it didn't really hit the right places.
Yeah, who is his friend? Corey Haim?
Corey Haim.
That's a sad one.
Yeah, it is really sad. But my guess is that all the stuff he said happened to Corey Haim actually happened to him.
Yeah.
No, the other Corey, not this Corey.
Cool other Corey. He got fucked in the ass.
I was fine. Mila Kunis, I didn't realize was a child star.
Yeah, she was a child on the 70s show, pretty much.
I know. And Ashton Kutcher loved it.
Ashton Kutcher got her.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah, she kissed
She was
Ashton
14,
Kutcher.
I believe, when she got on. Does it say 15? She lied and said she was 18, I believe.
Well, that's not Ashton's fault.
No. I stand by that. If a guy doesn't know.
If a guy even does know, but he doesn't dig into it, he'll still do it.
Dig into it? Oh, you mean her back? I see.
Yeah, her background.
I thought you were talking about digging into something else.
Yeah, well, he did.
Yeah, he did. That's fine. Different time.
It was 99.
It was like, yeah, that was like 20 years ago. Maisie Williams. We'll see with her. I don't like, that's the Game of Thrones girl. I don't really like that because she starts in that show as a very young. Oh, fuck you. what the hell? That? She looks like fucking Bride of Chucky.
God damn, it looks like I'm.
God damn. All right, I take it back. I don't hate Emma Watson the most anymore. This chick, fuck off. I hate shit like that. Oh, you gotta be goofy because you're super rich.
Wait, is that the girl from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's
Jeez
Arya,
Louise, what
Arya.
happened to her?
It was just weird because she started as such a kid in that show, and then she grows up, and then just when she hits 18, they're like, let's do a scene with her butt.
Oh, please, show us her butt.
It's not, I don't look at this girl, I want to see her butt.
No, I look at her as she looks scary now without
When
eyebrows.
I look at this girl and I think about her butt, I think that it's not wiped well. Like that's kind of vibe
that's the
she's
vibes
giving.
I was getting.
Right?
This bitch has an unwiped ass.
Like she's like that little sister where like you find her panties bunched up in the bathroom. There's just like a fat shit stain on it.
Crusted.
Yeah,
you
she
can
tried
tell
to
it
hide
seeps into her vagina.
And then you have to wash it off a little bit before you smell it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get residue
You
on
don't
your
want to
nose.
You don't want to walk out of the laundry room with a little poop on your face.
No, everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to know.
Because your dad also has one.
Who knows, James? Who sniffed the panties?
Adam, are you sniffing your sister's panties again?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Oh, I didn't sniff no panties.
I think it's weird to have a child character and then they grow up around, like especially on the set and everyone knows them, and then they're like, all right, you just turned 18. We're gonna do a scene with your butt.
Your big old booty.
She gets fucked by the guy from Skins. I like that show. Skins was good.
I don't know that show.
It was like British Degrassi,
Oh, cool.
but way more hardcore.
She gets fucked by him? I don't remember this scene.
I believe so. It was after it was turned to shit. I don't think I even watched it anymore. I've just watched it on Pornhub a couple times.
You just found her?
Yeah.
You saw that she turned 18. You started Googling.
That show, god damn, they fucked shit up real hard with that show. Oh, Skins, yeah, Skins was fun.
Oh yeah, Skins.
The weird thing about British television is every 2 seasons, with like every show they do, they always completely switch the cast up. I think because when any British person maintains any success, they go immediately to America. They get the hell out of that desolate castle world.
Yeah. Old ruins.
It's not even old ruins. All it is square-shaped apartment buildings and groups of 11-year-olds that stab you. Yeah, and it's always raining.
Give me a wallet, Gov. Gah.
They're freaking out right now because it's a high of 86 there, and it's a countrywide emergency, I believe.
Good. I hope they get rain of fired.
Rate of fire? Do you want dragons show
I want
up?
dragons to destroy their
I don't
country.
know if dragons are necessarily going to show up just because it's 85 degrees outside. But I will say everyone's shitting on them for freaking out about it. But they don't have AC, I bet. So it's like, well, I'm just saying, like we can shit all we want, but we still spend most of our days in our houses with our AC blasting.
Back up in Tacoma when it got that hot, we didn't have AC and it was miserable.
Yeah, you got to go buy one of those like window units. And I remember you couldn't find them fucking anywhere because everybody was buying like 4 or 5. That's the world we live in. When we need something, you cannot get it.
It was just we were all hot.
Yeah, being hot isn't fun.
We had to take our clothes off and bundle up to get hotter.
I guess that makes sense. I guess you pass the threshold of hotness and then you don't care anymore.
It was my dad's idea. He said it would work.
Justin Timberlake, he's got to be the best one. He's always been doing good.
He's doing good now.
Except for that DUI.
That's not that bad.
I don't know why people are so fed up on that.
I don't really understand why rich people could get DUIs. If they're allowed to go to islands and fucking have butt fun with children, I think they should be allowed to drive drunk.
We
Right?
don't have to censor that.
Am
one,
I
though.
alone on that one?
That's a pretty good censor. Butt fun.
I'm not specifying what butt fun means. It could be anything. It could be just like shaking your hips and bashing them together.
Yeah.
It's not that. It was never that.
Fun is also not the word to use.
We should send Heath there, undercover.
Undercover
Ooh,
kid.
that should be a Filthy Show segment. The undercover kid. He's just walking around Walmart. Do you think I'm hot? Do you think I'm hot?
You're bound to get someone.
Oh, yeah. Me? Would you just get me by accident?
Yeah, because it's getting boring. No one said yes. You have to go in.
Just run over and start making out with him. I will say this. Heath Cortez, love him to death. He's one of my favorite people, honestly. He works at the mothership now with me, and I love just talking to that dude. He's so fucking awesome. But he does not think things through sometimes. Because one time I was standing in front of the mothership, and he runs up to me, hugs me, kisses me on the mouth, and goes, "Hey, daddy," and then walks into the mothership. And I'm just standing there, and there was a group of like 4 tourists who did not know who he was, just staring at me. And I was like, fuck. And I just walked away. I was like, I'm not going to sit here and try to explain.
Did you
this.
go, fuck?
Yeah,
And
I
then
went, fuck. Yeah, it's when I put my cigarette out and walked back inside.
That's probably they'll never forget that experience.
What the hell am I supposed to say at that point?
Nothing.
Yeah, he's not actually 14. Okay, sure.
Fair enough.
Really looked like he was. That's crazy. And any girl that bangs him is technically into kids. You have to be. Or you just really like him for him.
No.
But no, probably not.
I love Heath, but
No,
his
cool.
personality doesn't outshine his childlike features.
I don't know. Maybe. He is really sweet. If I was gay, I'd think about it.
Yeah, but that's fine.
I'd be
Gay guys can do it.
Secret relationship. Yeah, gay guys could do something like that. But I feel like he'd be like on a leash or something.
You have to. He's
Gay
a
guys
little spastic bastard.
They always take it somewhere like that.
He's just in a cage.
All right, let's move it. That's good. What do we do? Like 30 minutes with none of the stuff that we plan to talk about? Are we about 30 minutes in right now? All right. Well, I guess we move into some of the stuff that we actually planned. But hey, that was fun. Child stars. Honestly, they must have kept the bad ones out because all these are doing pretty good. Like I didn't see Amanda Bynes up there. Well, Lindsay Lohan's doing pretty bad. Who's the really, really bad ones? Like the absolute worst. Corey Feldman's up there for sure. He's doing bad. Dustin Diamond also. How's Urkel doing?
He's doing good. He has like a whole sitcom of his own.
Oh, that's cool.
And Weed Strain.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Gary Coleman didn't do too
Did
good.
I smoke that?
That is one guy I feel really bad for.
Coleman?
Gary, because not only did he lose everything, but then also he tried to live a fucking normal life and he couldn't because everyone was just chasing him around and making fun of him all the time.
He's dead, right?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, sweet prince.
I guess Mini-Me doesn't really count, Vern Troyer, but
He wasn't a child.
have you seen the video of him getting drunk on that show Surreal Life?
No.
Maybe I know we said we were going to talk about the stuff we actually pulled up, but is there any way you can just try to find Vern Troyer drunk on Surreal Life? Do you know what that show was? Did you ever hear about it? It's basically just Big Brother with celebrities.
Oh, okay.
So they just get a bunch of it was like C-list level actors, mostly child stars. And then that's where Flavor Flav came back. Him and Bridget Nielsen hooked up. That's it. The top.
Top one.
Yeah. And this is awesome. This is the best we're going to find.
He's in a chair.
Yeah. No, you can't. Well, of course. I don't know if this is what I'm thinking of, but let's see.
What?
Oh, this
he not
might
have
not even be
legs?
the right season.
Coolio.
That's Coolio. Oh, he's gonna bash through that door. I haven't seen this one.
Oh, God.
He thought he was gonna bash through that door. Damn, that's all. That's what came up when you typed in Vern Troyer drunk
There's
Surreal.
more there, but
Well, there's one that's way more famous. Can you scroll down? Because this was huge for a while. It used to be all over the internet. I'm surprised. Maybe he had it scrubbed. But yeah,
He
just
killed himself?
Did he?
I don't know.
suicidal alcohol.
Well, I feel like, him drinking any kind of alcohol, he had to know it was going to happen. Because, it's like the middle of the night and he's naked on his little scooter and he's pissing into a plant. And he's just leaned up in his scooter in the corner. He's going, Harry, Harry. You don't even know what he's saying. It is wild.
Oh, that's so sad.
Are we allowed to go off YouTube? Like, I bet like Daily Motion or something has it. Are we allowed to pull stuff up like that on YouTube? Just go up to the Google bar and type in Vern Troyer drunk on Surreal Live. And then just go to videos. Damn, that's crazy that it's not available.
It's
I mean,
fine.
Opie and Anthony talked about it. That
You
makes sense.
explained
They
it.
probably did a better job anyway.
Yeah.
But what's that one under? Oh, no, that's just the Opie and Anthony one. Yeah, well, sorry, guys. If you're out there, definitely try to find it. I mean, I guess just go and watch the Opie and Anthony. They're probably going to do a better job if we would.
Yeah.
Breaking it down anyway. So, yeah, our next segment, this will be a reoccurring segment talking about young girl pop stars. We're going to start digging into stuff like this. You guys have never heard of this girl.
No.
Really? JoJo Siwa.
What the fuck is that?
It scares me because I thought that she was really famous, but maybe it's just that my fucking, what's it called?
Algorithm.
The algorithm is leaned towards pop
She
stars.
part of the band Kiss? What's that fucking picture
Yeah,
right there?
well, she was part of Dance Moms.
She was on Dance Moms.
She was like a kid that danced, and then she became like I don't even know if she's a pop star. I think she sang, but she can't sing at all. It's just one of those things where like she was kind of a celebrity, so they made her do music and stuff.
Can you go to images? I want to see this bitch.
And now the whole thing is that she's like, I'm gay and I'm badass now, and you may not think I'm gonna curse, but I'll curse. Shit.
Does she curse?
And she does curse sometimes.
That's wild, man.
Can you pull up the video of her drinking Fireball? Like, this is the kind of thing she does. She talks like she's like, I'm so badass, and she swings out a Fireball. And it's so funny how she reacts. It's first off, it's Fireball. It does almost nothing to you. I mean, it gets you fucked up, but it's not. All right. Well, the music's pretty good.
What the fuck is she wearing?
I don't know why she has like half a mic stand.
Oh, that
either.
dude grabbed her ass.
No, it's allowed.
I know, but it probably made him so uncomfortable.
Why is this person behind a fucking tree? Also, there's probably a better one, but we're already here. Wow, I will say better dancer than Taylor Swift for sure.
I mean, she has that down. She has the dancing down.
Well, she's a child dancer. That was like the main thing she did. Get the damn Fireball, lady. That's the only reason we're here. That wasn't it.
I mean,
Oh,
42 seconds and she's dancing the whole time.
well, I had no regrets over here. It's pretty good dancing. It's it was just like a short thing I saw. Oh, they're giving it to her. There we go. Here is your Fireball, my lady. Oh, no way. I can't drink that.
You guys are so silly.
I don't know if I can drink that. I'll go ahead and
The
give it a
lightest
swig.
alcohol you could find.
Oh, this is going to really get me going.
Oh, let's party.
I'm going to get my butt hit tonight. Oh. Just like, oh, no.
Oh, I was such a party animal.
It's Fireball. It tastes like Red Hots.
Yeah, I guarantee it. What's that one with her wearing a vest?
Oh, go to the vest one. Yeah, that was one of the cringy things she did. She did like a really silly dance. This is not her best
That's
dance.
Mario Lopez?
Yeah, she's got a song. Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. She looks like a boy.
She has boyish features.
Kind of reminds me of like Lucas
What
McCrary.
the fuck is that?
This is her dance. She's about to nail it. I mean, Mario Lopez is better than this. It's funny that he's learning it so fast. Just shows that her dancing's actually not that hard. I'll tell you what, she's a good coach. She taught him fast. Here they go. Karma's a bitch.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah,
Why
dude.
was she seizing out there for a second?
I don't know. I'd take it back. I don't really think she's shitty. I kind of think she's a good dancer.
Ugh.
But yeah, she's just
But
like...
she's famous?
But, everyone's shitting on her. I respect her more than I respect like when Miley Cyrus was just like, I'm 18. I'm going to twerk my no ass.
Yeah, there's child actors feel like they have to, they get to a point where they have to start being edgy now.
Well, it's because they're told that.
Yeah.
They're like, look, those kids that grew up with you have moved on to other things now.
Now make them want to fuck you again.
So now you need to do something to just still be like in the spotlight. And that makes sense. There's a few people that didn't never do that. Like Kelly Clarkson did a good job of never like having to do anything. She's got fat. Good for her.
Yeah. She did the exact opposite.
I would eat Captain Crunch out of her ass so fast.
Kelly Clarkson?
Oh my God. I've always had a thing for her. She's incredible. I actually like fat Kelly Clarkson more than skinny Kelly Clarkson.
Wow, man.
Fat Kelly Clarkson just seems like she'd come home at night, take her bra off, and just have her tits out.
So how do you think this JoJo Siwa saga is going to end? You think she's going to die?
Heavy drugs. Because like we all know what it's like when you first get into drinking alcohol. It's fun as hell.
Yeah.
It rips. And then it gets kind of boring. And then you learn about doing cocaine and drinking alcohol. And you're like, whoa, this is pretty awesome.
This makes Fireball so much better.
And then your buddy's like, hey, aren't you getting bored of just doing bumps of cocaine? Like, you got to do it so much. There's this stuff called meth that you just do a line of
I never heard of meth.
And then you don't have to do anything for like 6 hours. You just sit in a bathtub and scream at your reflection in the mirror.
And it's not bad for you?
It's pretty not bad for you, my friend.
That's awesome. I can come up with so many dances.
It's only bad for you if you do it.
Well, I'm not going to do it all the time. I'm a pretty strong-willed person.
No, it's pretty bad for you if you do it once.
Okay.
But hey, you know what? You only live once, and you'll live less if you do meth.
And if you do it more, you can come up with more dances. You get more famous.
Oh, I can't wait for her meth saga.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, the thing is, when she was just like a normal pop star child actor or child dancer, never heard much about her. Now that she's like this cringy internet meme, she's more famous than most people.
It's gonna die down, then she's gonna have to release a sex tape.
That's the well, and I will watch it.
I would have to.
I'll watch it with you guys.
We would watch it together.
We'll do an underground spelunker while we watch it. But that's another thing I want to talk about too. So we'll just move in from that to this is the internet meme thing. It has gotten rid of any like value that fame has. Like I get fame is always going to have value. People are always going to like look up at celebrities. But that's going away a little bit because now there's so many celebrities that are celebrities just because everybody doesn't like them.
The problem is everybody wants it right now and it's so easy to obtain.
Well,
so everyone gets it.
It used to be, and we'll talk about this in a second, but it used to be to be a celebrity, you had to have some people like you. Like some people had to like you because people had to go see your movies or listen to your music. Now it's like if you're a celebrity and people hate you, people will still comment on your videos. They'll still watch your stuff. They'll still Google you, read articles about you. So you don't even have to be liked or talented or anything. And that leads us to Hawk Tuah girl.
Hawk Tuah. Ugh. Did I just say her X-rated
This is a new
comments?
low. This is a big fucking low for our society.
Society's falling apart because Hawk Tuah girl is the most popular thing ever.
She's not gonna be the last.
She's on stage with Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Zach Bryan, you fucking pussy ass motherfucker.
And you said she was never a school teacher, right? That was a lie you read?
Correct. She's a fucking liar. I bet you should have
Hawk Tuah. Did she even say that? It just came out. It came out because originally, like for those that don't know, and we're just spreading our popularity more because, hey, we're part of the problem. We shouldn't have careers either, and we really don't. But even the small amount of success that we're maintaining right now, which is, I mean, minuscule. I don't even know if you call it success. But the things we have achieved, we don't even really deserve. Like me and Chris should both be working in a Walmart warehouse for the rest of our lives and probably dying.
We'd probably be happy with that too.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd.
If I get to be with Adam, I'll be happy.
As long as we're allowed to hold hands.
Yeah.
And we had to fight for that. But
we had to fight for that. Yeah, Walmart warehouses aren't as progressive as you may think.
Yeah, well, it's all right. But yeah, all she did, first off, and I'll say this before we talk even about her, those man on the street social media people, that is the dumbest fucking thing in the entire world. It's like, hi, I'm someone that you have no idea who I am and I have no talent and I'm going to ask questions that you should not give a fuck about to people that you don't know either and who are just drunk retards.
Yeah.
And that's going to be great. And for some reason, this is a really successful equation that leads to like heavy numbers. And we live in Austin. That's where a lot of these videos are. And you
is that
walk
where
down,
she was?
No, Nashville, I believe, is where that happened. It's really any town with like or city with a big nightlife is where they do this kind of shit. And it is so damn stupid. If you like to watch just random dudes hold up mics to drunk girls, because what happens is people watch it, they're like, those drunk girls are so stupid. I'm like, yeah, they're drunk young girls. A lot of them are like 18 years old. They're supposed to be stupid.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. And yeah, and then the guys interviewing them, they're stupid too. Like those guys are also dumb. If they had any sense at all to make content, like talent, they would be making better content than just being like, what would you rate yourself 1 through 10? Do you think someone else would rate you that too?
And they go and show the photo to something. Oh, you fucking bastards.
That guy's ugly. And a lot of it's just staged and fake anyway. And I've seen them on 6th Street. You'll see them saying like, hey, we're going to ask you this and you say this back. And it's the dumbest fucking thing. And I do mean this sincerely. If you like those kind of videos, do not procreate and don't harm yourself in any way. But I mean, I'm only saying that because I'm not allowed to tell you.
And
to do
if
it.
you procreate, put whatever baby that came out of you in the microwave, put it on for 3 minutes. Film that.
It's
going to be better.
There's a button on the microwave that says baby.
Baby.
Yeah. The popcorn button works just as good.
You got to count between the baby cries. And if it's 2 seconds between the cries, it's done.
So then this girl gets asked a question. It's like, what does a man like on his sex? What does a man like for his sex? And she's like, oh, you gotta give him the old Hawk Tuah. Spit on his wiener. And everyone's like, oh. It doesn't matter that the world's about to be launched into a massive world war. It doesn't matter that the world just keeps getting hotter and we're all gonna probably die in the next 20 years. This girl talked about spitting on a wiener.
Oh,
hot
God.
dog.
Something women's been doing since the dawn of man.
Everything's gonna be okay now because she's pretty cute. I'll give her that. She's a pretty attractive woman, and
she doesn't deserve any happiness.
No, I don't. It's not even about her. I don't really care.
It's not
she
about her.
She didn't do anything wrong.
She's the center of it.
I understand why she is benefiting from the fame and leaning into it. I would too. I mean, my main problem is that a week before this, I said the exact same thing to one of those guys.
You got to give her the old Hawk Tuah,
yeah,
brother.
You got to spit on their dick with a hammer.
You see that big old dick, you give her the Waku.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of the man on the street guys here, I know some of those guys. And you specifically, if I know you and you're doing that.
We have no respect for you.
And you're like, damn, is Adam shitting on me? When you're doing that, yes. When you're doing that, I have zero respect for you. And if you're only doing that, I have less than zero respect for you. But I know some comics that are actually funny and they do it. And when you're doing that, it bums me out. Yeah. I get why you're doing it. You're doing it to get good content, but it's not good content. It's just popular content.
It's just destroying the...
And the second you just become one of those people that's just chasing popular content, it's just so stupid.
Her hat's too big for her head.
It's a big hat, but I like it. Zach Bryan probably gave it to her. Whatever.
Zach Bryan sucks, dude.
He
even sucks.
That guy sucks too.
I fucking hate Zach Bryan's bland ass music.
People paid for a meet and greet with this woman just so they can be like, I got my picture with the Hawk Tuah girl.
God, jeez Louise.
Soon AI's gonna take over and I'm not gonna have a job at the power plant anymore.
It described her comment as X-rated.
It's almost impossible for people to buy houses anymore unless they're from big money.
Oh, geez, Louise.
College won't exist because that's going to be too expensive for everyone, too. McDonald's costs as much as fine dining did 30 years ago.
I can't afford to feed my family, but I spent $200 to me Hawk Tuah girl.
But I like me a Hawk Tuah girl.
Because we're dumb as a society and we'll never make it.
It's over.
North Korea and China are beating us.
Yeah, Russians are literally learning tactical fighting and war strategies in high school, and we're sitting here like, dude, I'm gonna rizz up the Hawk Tuah girl and get her to goon with me. Oh, yeah, dude. Zip Zap Zaroo.
Oh, geez, Louise.
That's one I made up.
I made up Zip Zap Zaroo.
No, I made it up.
You son of a bitch. You're taking my thing.
No, Zip Zap Zaroo is
Zip
Chris.
Zap Zaroo is my
Chris's.
thing.
I'll give it to him.
Thank God. Can I be famous now?
I fully 100% believe that our society is absolutely fucked. Because everyone's like, this generation of kids is super dumb. They have no mind. I'm like, no, it's just the American kids.
Yeah.
You look at the other generation of kids, and yeah, they're doing the normal stupid stuff, but it's not to the point where they're like, Rizlord Giat, skibidi. Like it's bare.
I want to punch you in the fucking face right now.
I've been saying this for a couple of years, but I said that meme culture is going to degenerate to the point where it's not words anymore. It's just sounds.
Brain rot generator.
It's just sounds, and we're really close to that. Because yeah, this brain rot like fucking slang shit is the closest we've ever been to just giving up on the English language. It's because, look, every generation of kids has stupid slang and says stupid shit. I get that. The older generation is always going to shit on it. But since the internet came around and since, we're starting to see how the iPad kids and the kids who are raised solely on the internet, their brains are literally just a list of things they've seen and read and heard on the internet and from their friends and stuff. There's no original, like anything creative or unique in there. It's just nothing but repeating quotes and doing funny dances. Kids just dance all the time now. You got to stop dancing. I don't know if kids, listen, if you're out there saying Rizlord and Giat, in 20 years, you might not be able to go outside because it's going to be so hot that it'll burn your skin. You're going to have to we're going to have to deal with different kind of bugs and animals coming out because it's going to change the environment so much. And I'm not saying I believe in global warming necessarily, but obviously things are changing.
I'm hoping for it now.
Yeah. Well, if these kids are the future, then nothing's going to get solved.
So what is the brain?
Have we tried rizzing the sun? Did you guys rizz up the sun yet? Did you show it your Giat with the Rizzler?
Show your Giat up my Giat with the Rizzler.
All right, so this is the brain rot generator.
I want to see what this says.
We got to see do we know any Gen Alpha? How old is Gen Alpha? Are there 18-year-old Gen Alphas? Because I'd like to get one on here and talk to them. I don't think we can't have someone under 18 on.
I don't know if we know anybody under 20.
I wouldn't either. Yeah. Well, I could find some. My stepbrother is like 20
we can get
years
your
old.
Nephew. He probably knows all this shit.
My nephew is 9.
I know.
I'm not bringing my sweet little nephew on this fucking hellhole of a show we have. I won't even say his fucking name. He's a good boy. He's being raised good.
Can you randomize this brain rot generator? I want to
let's see what we got. All right. Let's see if we can figure out what they're saying.
Okay, so it starts off with...
Why do Giga Chad glaze Fortnite Sigma, Nut, and Ligma...
Giga Chad,
what
Glaze,
is it? Giga
Ligma,
Chad, Glaze, Ligma,
Alpha Nut, and Sigma. Giga Chad, Riz, Skibbity.
I think it's saying the economical crisis that's beholding China right now is going to have a high impact on the future of most societies. Skibbity. I think that. Yeah.
Why can't we just go back to saying slurs? Racial slurs.
God, yeah. Who knew that by getting rid of racism, we were going to invite so much worse shit?
Yeah.
That when all the races come together, we come up with shit like this.
Oh my God. All the races should be separate, making their own plans, making their own words.
Well, it gave us things to focus on. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm not saying it's good things, but you went to your job, then you went home, and then you just shook your fist at the one black family in the neighborhood. Hey, you guys, stop.
I guess it's legal, but...
I don't like it very much.
This one starts off with screaming, "The Alpha, it's eating my Riz.
I
a Skibbity toilet is a bit like my Sigma."
My daughter is 5 years old, and I don't let her do shorts. I don't let her, because I think that's where the brain rot comes from, because it's just literally they're just watching shorts and there's no storyline. She watches something called Lanky Bucks, that it's like 2 teenage boys that play video games. She just watches that. I don't love that either. I limit her time on that.
Yeah, those are awful.
But even, I think because I've put limits on it and stuff, she a lot of times will just put down the YouTube and just go play toys or do like imagination and games. And we try to do things with her too. That's the thing, is like most people just gave their kids iPads when they were kids and that was it. My daughter doesn't have an iPad, but I let her use my Switch sometimes. But that's just YouTube and that's just games. She's not just constantly playing like Roblox and doing a lot of dumb shit. The iPad kids, I think those are the ones. Everyone's like, why do so many kids have anxiety now? I'm like, probably because you've never been bored in your entire life. So that when you have to sit there and do nothing, your body just freaks the fuck out. Like kids are so overstimulated their entire lives. When we go to dinner, my daughter sits at the dinner table. She orders for herself. She's 5 years old. She can do these things. And then I look at all the other kids and they're sitting there just watching an iPad. Full volume too. That really pisses me off. Turn your kid's iPad down, or at least put some damn headphones on that little troll.
You can't have stimulants like that all the time.
Well, when my daughter's like, I'm bored, I'm like, good. You're lucky that you get to be bored.
Boredom is
Do you know how many kids in other countries wish they could be bored for a little while? Mm-hmm. Not to worry about the next time they're going to get to eat an apple, maybe?
They have to go find an apple.
Yeah, they got to find an apple, pick the flies out of it, or maybe, you know what? Eat the flies.
That's also protein.
Because they might be mad when the flies fly away.
Oh yeah, they were just no, just trying to grab the flies.
Wow, you did kind of like a Norwegian thing. I don't think a lot of that stuff is going on in Norway.
I don't know.
You have an odd representation.
I live in America, skibbity god.
Yeah, I'm a Riz Lord Giga Chad over at Fortnite
I don't care
Sigma.
about Norway.
Yeah, not in my ligma, you
God,
Giga
people
Chad
that
plays.
speak like this need to be blasted with fucking fire hoses and German shepherds
Let's do
tearing
one
them
more.
apart.
Why do Giat meat ride Sigma Giat, nut and Alpha Rizzler, nut and Fortnite Skibbity Toilet Glaze Ligma? Alpha Glaze Fortnite. I wish I could glaze that Rizzler.
The beta, it's eating my Riz. Oh, the beta, it's eating my Riz. I hate
well,
this.
how it starts too is people I'll see clips and stuff of people doing this stuff ironically, and that's not safe. Because when you're doing that too, you're just spreading it more.
Yeah, we're doing that though.
I blame China.
That's exactly what we're doing.
I blame China.
I don't blame China.
I do. It's TikTok, dude. TikTok's where it all started. Well, Vine is technically where it all started.
Well, China gave us TikTok. It's a god-awful invention. Thanks, China.
But also in China, when kids use TikTok, they're limited to how long they can use it. They can only watch educational stuff and science stuff. And then literally any American kids.
The Western world used it for evil.
But I don't think we necessarily orchestrated it for that either. I'm sure they didn't choose to put any restrictions on it for American kids. They're like, no, let these dipshits do whatever they want. I don't know how this generation is going to grow up. Awful. I really don't know how they're going to come out. I don't see how you go from this to normal. Because even the generation before them, they're pretty bad too. You talk to any college kid right now, and they're pretty fucking stupid. College kids are dumb. College kids, to me, kind of seem like they have the same intellect as middle school kids did when I was in middle school. They talk a lot the same. They talk a lot of the same bad grammar time. They ain't got too good talking skills.
Jeez Louise, man.
Fuck. Well, we're probably 5 minutes on. That's a good place to end with just absolute doom and gloom. Talking about the world. The world is most likely fucked. If the world itself doesn't end because of weather and shit like that, I think it's just going to be people being stupid.
The world's going to get so hot. Culture is dying. We're all going to die of starvation. Our children are never going to be able to see the future. But
why not
share, and follow our episode.
Yeah, why not spend the last 5 to 10 years of humanity following a podcast that is now averaging at least 80 views per episode?
That's good. Thanks, guys.
Hey, you know what? Still better than we ever thought we were going to do. We do really appreciate all you guys. There's a couple people, Harry, who comments all the time, and then Pooter. Is it Pooter?
Thank you, Pooter.
Thank you guys. You guys have been with us for a long time.
You're turning these beta boys into Riz God alphas.
We appreciate you guys hyping up our Riz and keeping us Giat Sigma nuts alpha time.
Skippity dibbity.
Continue to call us gay in the comments. We also really appreciate that. I love that you guys do that.
Call us anything but this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, give us
Get mean with it. Get creative.
For this episode of The Filthy Show, I want you guys to give us your best Riz Lords. Riz Lord us up real good. Let us know. And then also tell us if you think the world's going to end. Because
I want you to hurt our feelings in the comments.
And
I want to feel.
I don't know if you guys are doing this, but please continue to share this to people that you know will not like it. Because that's what we're going for.
Yes. Ask them to comment too. Because we listen to all of it.
I have a lot of people who follow me on TikTok and Instagram who just talk shit on all of my comments. And I love it. I want more. I want more people to hate us.
Yeah.
I would like for people to like us, but realistically, I know a better route is to just go the JoJo Siwa way and get a bunch of people, an army of haters that hype us up.
The comment that gets us to quit this gets $150.
Yeah, and I'll send you a video of my suicide.
So try to be mean with it. Be creative.
Yeah,
we'll send you money if we quit because of it.
Instagram, it's going to be The Filthy Show Podcast, and then C Rees for Chris, _Adam Luckey for me. Subscribe to the Creek in the Cave Studio if you haven't done that yet, and then continue to like and comment. And next week. So the episode after this is going to be a really fun one. Hopefully that one works out, and I think you guys will be happy to see who we got. And keep listening. Thank you guys so much.